Binda! Call. Hey y'all, it's Bridget Ajay. Y'all already know what it is. It's I Watch and Judge. All right, so today we're just gonna get straight into it. It's a rant at this point, discussion, whatever you want to call it. But yes, we are going to just get into the rest of Desi Bling. I finished it. It fed me, but it didn't feed me enough like Dubai Bling does. Like I say, Desi Bling is Dubai Bling's little sister. All right, let's just get straight into it. And as always, don't forget to subscribe. All right, so first let's talk about Tasia. And I have my notes right here so I don't forget. So Tasia, y'all remember like in the other video how she and Karan had that dinner and everything. So she just starts like crying and everything, and like I started kind of seeing her in a different like I saw a different side of her. Like I'm not supporting her because she's still wrong in a lot of things. She don't know how to mind her business. She just says the wrong things and talks too much like yabba yabba yabba. Like please, shush, shut up, shut up.
Shut up! I know.
But yeah, she just starts crying at the dinner because obviously her and Karan already had that huge argument fight because he invited Pami, and she's telling them, she's like, I just feel like I don't fit in. And like, Karan is changing. He's following Satisha's footsteps and he's changing, and he's not feel like, he doesn't bring me to parties anymore like he did in Mumbai. She's crying and all that, and she doesn't feel like she fits in. But then she throws these words. She says he's hanging out like with people like you, like these people like them. Like she's saying something like these people, and it's like, yeah, she said people like them. So that struck a nerve in Binda, and Binda was like, she's like, well, if you don't like us or if you don't agree with our lifestyle, then yeah, you don't fit in. Don't hang out with us. Then we don't need you here. So then when she said that, that offended Tasia, but it's like, Tasia sweet, like, I'm confused. Like, what did you expect? Like, rightfully so. If we're at a dinner table or any setting, and you're talking about, oh, these people, and you directly say like these people, girl, you can just go, like go, because clearly you have an issue with us and you don't like the way we roll. So just go. If it's hurting you that much, if it's affecting you, your mental health, and your relationship, it's okay, girl, honey. You don't have to hang out with us. Just go. So like I understood that, but like the reason why I'm saying I feel like she can be misunderstood sometimes because again she's feeling like she doesn't fit in because she feels like every time she is trying to like defend someone, they're not seeing it. Or even for example, because they Karan invited Pami when Alize came, one of the twins came, she was like, I'm just so confused. Like, she's like, I can't trust Teja because it's like, why is Pami here when she says Pami's not gonna be here? Mind you, Teja explains to her, she's like, no, like it was out of my control. It was my boyfriend, my airhead boyfriend, that decides to invite her even though I don't like her. But in Karan's defense, he's like, no, like I don't want to do that. Like I want, these are all our friends. I want everyone here. I'm not gonna be doing that. So it's just messy, that's just between them. But she, because of that, like they don't trust her. And because when Iryna, like obviously her and Dyuti, they're going through like their divorce or whatever, or like he just proposed it to her. She hasn't really moved forward with what she's gonna want to do with it. She wants to save the relationship, and I don't know why. But Duty had talked with Karan about it, so it came back to obviously Deja, because what do couples do? We gossip together. Like, yeah. So then she hangs out with the twins. They're like horseback riding, and she's like, yeah, like, guys, did you know? Like, Iryna, I feel so bad for her, like she's going through a divorce and blah blah blah. And then they're just like, I don't know why Tasha's like telling us this. Like, that's just so wrong, like blah blah blah. And then I think for Tasia in that moment, she's actually saying it out of concern. Like she's not saying it in the time to like gossip. It's like, I'm not trying to gossip. Like it's like, I'm actually concerned. So then they call Iryna. Iryna is putting her anger towards the wrong person. Now Iryna's pissed. She's like, okay, well, like she's just mad that the information has spread to Tasia and Tasia's repeating it to the girls, which I can understand because I do know she would rather want to be the one to tell her friends. But then again, like, what do you expect? Your man Duty, you should be checking Duty. Tell Duty, tell Duty to stop spreading your business. Be like, Duty, I don't want you talking to the friends about like our problems and the possible divorce. So like she's upset, and then they're just like, okay, like she's upset, like we'll just like chat with her. So now they're like coming at Tasia and they're like, girl, like, yeah, you shouldn't have like talked about it. And she's just confused, like, huh? I feel like she's just always like every time she does something that like in that moment she's like, "Oh, like I'm just looking out." It like comes back to bite her in the ass, and it's just like everything she does because of the way she moves, everything she does now is just kind of like, you can't be trusted, you can't be trusted, you can't be trusted. Yeah. So then, now let's get to specifically Teja and Karan because, like I said, their relationship is a hot mess. So Teja is upset, and then Karan has a chat with his friends. He's like, "Oh, like I'm gonna propose to her," and I'm like, "Sir, propose? Propose? Like, why? You're in no place to be proposing right now. Like, you guys are not in a good place right now to be proposing." He's like, "Yeah, I'm gonna propose to her now." And I just feel like it's like the pressure of being Dubai and the lifestyle. Like, he just like felt like, I don't know, like, I just proposed to her, and I don't know why, because you're not in a place to be proposing to nobody right now. Fix your relationship first before you try to propose to someone. A proposal, or in general, a relationship that starts in shambles. I don't know, a relationship that's going in shambles. You don't want to go and got me stuttering now. You don't want to go and propose. It's still gonna be in shambles. It's gonna get worse. Yeah. So he goes to the crib. She's packing. She's packing. Teja's packing. She's going to Mumbai. She's like, "I'm going to Mumbai. Like, I'm not doing this no more. Like, I'm going to Mumbai. I'm going to Mumbai." And yeah, like he's like, "No, no, like you're not going anywhere." So then he does that thing. Why do guys do that? Like when the girl's packing, they start unpacking their stuff. He just starts unpacking her thing. She's like, "What are you doing?" And he's like, "You're not going anywhere." He's like, no. And to him, he's like, "This is not the right time. Like, I'm gonna be proposing to this girl. And she's over here trying to run back to India, to Mumbai. No, we cannot have that happening." Somehow he gets her to stay. And then, for her, she's saying in her private interview, she's like, "I don't know." She's like, "I just feel like, you know, we're not really in the best place right now. And I'm just not really happy, and this and that." And I'm like, "Oh goodness." I'm like, I really hope this proposal isn't really gonna be happening because yeah. Now let me get to Binda. Guys, Binda, snake, snake, snake. She does that soft spoken thing where they talk so soft, and it's just like, "Oh, okay, well, yeah." We'll say the most foul things and mean things in a soft tone voice. So because of that, because they talk so soft, they're always the victim because I'm soft spoken and just acting like I'm hearing you, but I'm really not because I'm actually being a mean girl. Yeah, so because she's upset with Tasia about the comment, but it's also other stuff. Karan has a theory that she might feel a bit threatened by Tasia because Tasia did like built herself up without a man's help. Because Binda has that like forex trading company thing, whatever that her man basically funded. Even though she did come from a 9 to 5 background, I was like, "Girl, please, you didn't struggle that much because your man has money and he helped you start up this company. He basically gave you the company." Yeah. So that whole 9 to 5 speech that she was doing, I was just like, "Oh, shut up, shut up. I work a 9 to 5. I know a 9 to 5. And I know how it's like trying to build myself up from scratch without the help of no money and no man, only by the help of God." Yeah. And yeah, so where was I going with this? Yeah. So when Binda finds out that Karan wants to propose to Teja, she's all here all upset. And she's like, "Oh no, I don't think it's a good idea." Like, and she goes to him, she's like, "I don't think she's good for you. I don't think you should go through with it." And he's just like, "Oh, well, it's just a proposal." And she's like, "Oh yeah, like it can end up in a breakup. Yeah, yeah." Ooh, excuse me? Like, I know I don't agree with this proposal, but you don't want to like, why would you want to wish bad on someone's like love life, even if you don't agree with it? And she's saying it all out of like her anger and hate towards Tasha. And like Karan's just like, "Yeah, okay, well, I hear you." Like she claims she sees him as a brother and loves him as a brother. Like, no, you don't, because if you really did, you wouldn't be saying that. You wouldn't be saying that. Trying to break somebody's whatever. It's okay if you could just be like, I mean, I'll support you. I don't really agree with that. I'll support you, because I love you like a brother. I'll just support you in your rights and wrongs. But to be like, "Oh, okay, so yeah, it can end, it can break." She's a witch. Like, and then that whole thing with Pami, like ever since Pami came and told her, "Oh, like I saw," like no, she says she heard rumors and people are talking about her man, Sadish, and how he's like around the same girl. Because you know how you be out and about partying and whatnot. And she told her, she's like, I'm just telling you out of concern. And then, from there, being that like was like, oh. And I feel like for some reason after that day, her attitude shifted. And then when she reported back to Satish, she said it wrong. She's like, you said you saw. She's like, no, I didn't say that. She's like, I said I'm heard. I heard people are talking about this. And it's true. She never said I saw. So being like, no, you say you saw. And you say you saw. Like that pissed me off. I was like, get your facts straight. No. I think she was just so like in the moment when she heard of like the girl, like because she knew too, she's like, oh, I hope it's not the same girl. I think after all that, like nothing was going through her head. She was just thinking about, oh my gosh, like Satish, like cheating on me or something. Yeah. So after that, all of a sudden you're not Pami's friend. She's telling people like, yeah, I'm not Pami's friend. And she's so fake. They went to Pami's birthday party. Pami had cutlets of herself. And then freaking Bean Dust sitting there laughing at her, taking videos and laughing the whole time in her private interview laughing. And then when she meets up with the other girls, with Sana and the twins, they're talking, and then mind you, the twins didn't bring up necessarily like I think they brought up the party or something like that, but being that was the one I was feeding into it, like feeding them with like, oh, like it was like terrible, like she was like saying it was funny and stuff like that, and then she started laughing and they're like, oh well, then let's see. So then she started showing them the video of the party and then like stuff happening, and they were just laughing the whole time, and then Sana standing there like, she's like, what are these women doing, like this is so fake. And then I'm just like, wow, Binda, like you are so fake. She's so two faced. Like how are you gonna do that? Like I thought Pami was your friend. And it's one sided relationship because later on the information comes back to Pami and she's like, oh my gosh, I'm so hurt. I can't believe like my friend, someone I consider a close friend, will sit there and laugh at me with like girls that she knows I don't F with. So when she confronts her, Binda's just playing that soft spoken, and she's like, "Oh well," because Pami was like, "I thought we were friends." She's like, "You're my close friend." She's like, "Oh well, we're not friends." She's like, "Yeah," and she's like, "What?" She's like, "I thought we were friends." She's like, "No." She's like, "I mean, if this is how you feel, I don't think we're friends." She was. I felt bad for Pami. I felt bad for Pami. So now it's like with Pami, a lot of people are like against her, and the one person she thought was her close friend is also against her. It's like, wow, yeah, like it's so fake. But then there's the thing. Sana had told Binda, she's like, oh yeah, like y'all need to talk and whatnot. So Binda's over here more worried about, oh, who told you? And she's like, oh, was it Sana? It's Sana, right? And the thing with Sana that I didn't like in that moment is because when they were having a conversation with Tejaswi and everything, Sana was like, no. She was like, it wasn't necessarily the twins that were like, oh, starting the whole thing. It was the twins, like, they just start talking like, oh, like, yeah, how was the party? And then Binda was the one that started really going in and doing the most and being like, oh, it was this, it was bad, blah, blah, and laughing about it. She should have never showed them the video. She didn't have to do all that. Like, come on. So then when Sana was telling her, instead of saying like, well, yeah, I told them that you were the one that was really pushing it and being like, oh, here's the video and showing it to them and making them laugh. She didn't say that. She just kind of made it seem like, oh, I was defending you, because she did defend her. She was like, she was saying, oh, but I don't think she means her, blah, blah. But she never brought up the part about how she was like exposing her. And I would be like, yeah. And I exposed you, yeah, because what you did was fake. So that's where for me, Sana got a little like, And remember how I said in the first video, I was just like, I like Sana right now. I was like, but you never know with reality TV. It's like, it could all be an act for the camera, because I know her family, like, very prominent family with like real estate and whatnot. So I think they're just trying to be on their best behavior. You really cannot just trust anyone. I mean, look at Binda. But Binda started showing signs in like the earlier episodes as well. She just really showed it later on. And it's like, girl, if you don't like just go and stuff, like, come on. Like, but yeah, so they're all just like, okay, well, I guess we're just gonna go to the proposal. Yeah, the proposal was still happening, and I don't know why. But Karan was like, guys, even if you're fine, just please, I just will want everyone there. You're all my friends and family. I just want everyone there so we can support. And like, yeah, they all came and the proposal happened. And I was just like, oh, this is a hot mess. I'm not gonna lie, I was low key cheesing because like, who doesn't love love? Like, I love watching love and proposals, but then also I was just like, And I didn't like his speech that he was doing. He said you look like, he's like, look like a little monkey, and he's like, no, like I'm serious. And I was just like, yeah, I don't really know what he meant by that. But yeah. And I just and then she said yes. Yeah. She said yes. And I was just like, girl. And then Binda called after he proposed and she said yes and everything. She calls him to the side and everything, like basically talk about it. She's like, yeah, like, I'm came to support today. She's I'm here to support you, but I'm just here for you. She's still trying to show that she doesn't like support um, you know, specifically Tasia. Yeah. But let's move on from them because they're just like a hot mess. I'm just like, if they ever get married, I don't even know. Is it gonna last? I don't know. Let's move on to Pami. So Pami, right? And it's gonna be really short. Her ex, she had like a heart to heart with her ex. He's also younger than her. Nothing wrong with dating younger men. Me personally, not my preference. But like, and not to say that younger men are like more immature than older men, because there's older men out there that still act like they're freaking five. But I think it's more like priorities. He's not a place where he has like priorities of settling down. And sometimes when they're older, like they kind of feel like it's time to settle down. So they had a heart to heart and they were just chatting, and she's like, yeah, like she would have liked it for the she would have liked for it to work and everything, but they had like a mutual agreement because he wasn't ready yet. Like he's still trying to build himself up. So it's like they're in two different phases. And for them in particular, I don't think it's perfect timing, no, wrong people, perfect people, wrong timing. I don't think it's that. I think it's wrong timing, wrong people. Yeah, it definitely is that because like he's not ready to settle at all. And like she was sad. She was like, I mean, it does make me sad. And she's like, but it is what it is, and she's just gonna move on, and eventually love will find her. She'll find it elsewhere. But yeah, that's what Pommy. And then again, like all the girls like kind of like coming at her and like kind of like out to get her. I don't care. Pommy is actually the victim. They try to paint her out to be the villain, but no, she's not the villain. It's Binda that's the villain. If anything, Binda is the villain, and then like all of them like against her, and then like at, Laylee, like the twins and everything, like they all just fake. Like all of them are fake. I'm just sitting there like, how are you guys friends? Like, you're all just fake to each other. Like, why are you guys even friends? Like, what's the point? All right. Yeah. And then again, with Pami, looking at my notes, but with Pami, he got her like a Chanel bag and everything for her birthday and everything. So, like, I feel like it kind of can play with her emotions in a sense. It's like, damn, like, we're not together, but he's still getting me stuff, like, showing that he cares and whatnot. And yeah. But she was like, "Yeah, we broke up." She updated her friends like, "We broke up." And I was just like, "Am I missing something though?" Because I thought they've been broken up. So I'm confused. That's why I'm just like, I feel like the whole time, even when he was accompanying her to events, their exes, I think they weren't together. But it's like kind of like, what are we doing? Like, what are we? That was basically the talk. Yeah, that was the chat they had. They had a "What are we? What are we doing?" chat. But yeah, okay. So now let's move on. Oh, to my favorite couple in the whole entire world, Dyuti and Iryna. Oh my gosh, they're just a hot freaking mess. A hot freaking mess. And I forgot to mention this in the first video. He has said something to her when they were fighting. He was like laughing. He's like, I think with you is just the sex that's good. Disgusting. Disgusting. I think with you is just the sex that's good. Excuse me? That is so disrespectful. He does not love her. He does not love her at all. Like, at all. And it was just funny because at the proposal, Duty's over here crying. And he's talking about, I just love love. You know? I just love love. If you love love, then why didn't you marry out of love? You married out of a circumstance because the girl was pregnant. If you love love, why don't you treat Iryna right? Why don't you make her feel love? Why don't you at least try to fall in love? I don't know. And then Iryna, like, she's trying to save the relationship. And I'm like, girl, like, let it go. Because she depends on him financially, and that's the problem. I'm like, you don't have savings or anything. Y'all know that show, The Game? Let me just go into this a little bit. If you know that show, The Game, Kelly Pitts, when her and Jason Pitts were getting like divorced or whatever, she had a savings of a whole lot of money. And he was shocked. He was like, oh. So when they divorced, she was able to like provide for herself. But with Iryna, she don't have jack ish. She's dependent on him financially. And I'm like, girl, like, yes, it's nice. Like, it's nice to be showered with money from your man, but still have something for yourself. Because in a case where like now like she's trying to leave, or like, well, he's trying to leave her, now she's just really trying to make it work because she knows like she depends on him financially. She's like, yeah. She's like, I am going to keep fighting. Mind you, apparently one of the girls, I think it was the astrologer, I don't know, and I was surprised. Apparently she likes Dyuti, and I was like, did I miss something? Because I wasn't seeing that, but okay. And apparently she has said something like, oh, he's gonna be married with like a new family. And I don't know if she's insinuating that it's like with her when he leaves Iryna. And Iryna was like, no, never, not on my watch, not on my watch, never, it will never happen. And I was like, oh no, let it happen, let the man go. What she needs to start doing is slowly, I don't know how their money situation works. I don't know if he gives her money. I don't know how that stuff works. But she needs to start slowly doing stuff. And she doesn't seem like the type that can really do like a business. Like, sorry, like she doesn't seem like she has the brains for that. Sorry, not sorry. But I think she could be a good influencer. I mean, she has kind of like the influencer look, I guess. Yeah, she could easily become like an influencer and start getting brand deals and making money, and she should save it and then like maybe like invest in a cute little makeup brand or something. I don't know, or just get the brand deals continuously because I don't know if she has the brain to be crunching the numbers, because this girl doesn't have the brain to be crunching numbers either. Yeah. But yeah, she needs to generally find something for herself because it's so bad. Like, Duty is like checked out. He's ready to go. Like, she went to his office workplace to talk to him. And then he was like, okay, then like then go find someone else. Cause she was trying to say, I want to work, I want us to work, I want to work on us, I want us to work. And he just was so like uninterested in that. And she just starts yelling, they start both yelling. And then he's just like, okay, then go be with someone else then. He just says it like that. Like, I think he's trying everything in his power for her to leave him, but like she won't because again, she's financially dependent on him. Yeah, yeah. But they're just such a hot mess. Like, Duty and Iryna. But honestly, we need them in the show. It's reality TV. We need the drama, and they're bringing the drama. I feel like the people bring the drama. Duty and Iryna, Karan and Tasia, and then Binda. I don't like her. Her type of drama is the type that pisses you off. It's like I don't like you. Like, it starts getting me like hot, and my heart is beating fast and my blood pressure is boiling or whatever it is. Yeah. Binda, like, I don't like her at all. Like, she really showed her ass. And I'm just like, girl. But yeah, that is it for today. It's shorter because again, it was like the last 2, 3 episodes. But yeah, let me know what y'all think in the comments because this was a hot mess. But one thing I'm gonna say again, I don't know. I feel like with Desi Bling, something's missing. Like, it just feels so fake, and they don't know how to reality TV. They don't know how to do reality TV well enough, in my opinion. Yeah, I feel like it's just not giving enough. Like, reality TV, it just seems so like, obviously reality TV is scripted, but this one feels like it's scripted from A to Z. Yeah, and it just feels like unnatural. You got some actors in the show and whatnot. And I'm just like, you know what? Please, like, you guys are just stressing me out. I'm actually glad it's over. What I'm ready for is Dubai Bling. And yeah. And then now I'm watching Love Island, so watch out for videos like that. But yeah, thank you for sitting through my TED Talk and my rant. Ding, 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 ding. Yeah. Okay. So thank you guys for watching. Again, if you like me, you're enjoying, and it feels like friendship and we're talking, subscribe, and I will see y'all in the next video. Peace out, guys. Bye.